everyone, I'm Joan McNeill Bird, a 26-year Dakotian, and I have been asked to just say a few words about a wonderful camp that I just absolutely love. But before I start on what the spirit of Camp Dakota means to me, I'm going to read a little something I wrote on the porch at Mem Lodge in July of 1985. And I had been away from camp for 32 years at that point. And it's very simple. It's Dakota. T stands for Dakota. Need I say more? A means Aunt Frances. She loved Dakota, the boys and girls who spent many summers there. She also means a nice warm bed in the birches for siesta when, as a 12-year-old, I was homesick and tired. She made everything all right. K, what else but capers, cleaning the twins, and smelling of disinfectant all day. Doing potatoes behind Hobby Nook. We had to get all the eyes and brown spots out of the potatoes or else he would shake a finger at us. Sweeping Mem Lodge or the dining hall or any of the camp cleanup jobs. Work maybe, but always fun. That was capers. Oh, Uncle Oscar. Who else? The backbone of Camp Dakota. Oh, what a man. To know him is to love him and Camp Dakota. He has left an everlasting impression on me. D, dining hall, with the round tables, waiters, food, lots of singing and good times. A means A field, where so many of the sporting events took place. Blue and white day, relay races, tennis, foursquare, and a great meeting place for mini camp. H stands for haven. That is what Dakota is. It is a haven to come to and put things in their proper perspective. A haven of warm and loving people who care very much about a wonderful place. Put them all together, it spells Dakota. A very special camp with very special people. That was my feeling, as I said, 32 years being away from Camp Dakota. And then I spent the next several years there, being at minicamp, watching the minicamp grow from a very small few cabins to about 20 cabins full of fun, loving, happy kids. So then I started thinking, what is Dakota spirit? What is it? I'm not sure, but I think I have had it and still do, ever since I spent my first month of August at Camp Dakota in 1946. That's right, I have been involved one way or another for the past 69 years with Dakota. Oh, how I fell in love with Camp Dakota. I loved the people who ran the camp, Aunt Frances and Uncle Oscar. I loved the cabin groups I was in, and I made wonderful friends. A few years went by and I became a leader and assistant waterfront director. And I thought there was no better place than to be at Camp Dakota in August. By the middle of July, that spirit feeling started up and the trunk appeared from the attic for me to start packing, and I couldn't wait. When the day to leave for camp, my family and I headed out. It seemed like the longest trip in the world, and the 9 miles from Fitzwilliam Depot to camp was the longest 9 miles of all. Once we started into the camp road, we were greeted by the Boost Dakota sign, which used to be closer to the main road. I then knew I was on the grounds of this beloved camp. I have had this Dakota spirit for a lifetime, and after seeing our kids to camp as campers and then leaders, I thought that was the end of my active connection with Dakota. But the spirit lived on and moved me in 1985 to become a minicamp leader. Oh, how brightly the spirit shined. I felt that I had not skipped a beat since I was last at camp in 1953 as a leader. I spent a total of 23 years at Camp Dakota, then retired from minicamp. I took a 7-year sabbatical after my husband Bill died, but the Dakota spirit was so strong I couldn't resist the chance of coming out of retirement, and I came back to my beloved Camp Dakota for 3 more years. When I decided to return the summer of 2009, I was so excited knowing I was still going to Dakota, and I knew it was the Dakota spirit. I still had to find my trunk and start the process of packing for camp. Oh, what a feeling. There is nothing like it. I may be prejudiced about Dakota, and rightly so. The McNeill clan has had 4 generations of our family go there, a total of 222 years, including 2 of my siblings, my husband Bill, better known as Birdman, our 3 children, several of my nieces and nephews, then my great-nieces and nephews, and best of all, 5 of my grandchildren went to Camp Dakota and then on to full-term camping. We have many 7, 8, 9, 10-year Dakotans with a few who have gone on for several more years. All have felt the way I do about Camp Dakota. The spirit lives on in the McNeill clan, which includes the Prestons, Kennistons, McNeill, Quarry, Telford, Dingeon, and Bird families. I am sure your children will have a wonderful experience at Camp Dakota. When they go, they will feel and find the spirit and want to continue with Dakota. Along with the spirit come the memories your child and other campers will have from being at Dakota, and those memories nurture that spirit. There is no better or safer place for our children to be than Camp Dakota and Cass Pond. The spirit goes on. And I hear via the grapevine that we are going to have a wonderful centennial come next August at Camp Dakota. And I am so excited about it because I am hoping to see as many camp leaders who were under my wing and the wing of Jeff and Bill Allen during the 80s and the 90s. I would love to see the men, the women, and even the young men and women who worked as our leaders come. Let's see if we can get a big crowd. And another reason I'm excited about it is because the McNeill family, and we are quite a crew, the McNeill clan, we are trying to see how many of the McNeill group can get up there. Can we be the largest family to be at the centennial that's going to take place at Camp Dakota? We all have Dakota in our hearts, so everyone start thinking about it and put it on your calendar to be there. See you at Camp Dakota.